Hi there and welcome back to the channel. Today we're talking about Laravel Pint. It's not Pint, it's Pint, which is actually Flemish again for pint and yeah, whatever. It doesn't matter, it's a PHP linter built into the Laravel framework. So it's actually a code styling fixer. It's built on top of the PHP CS fixer, which enables us with a lot of configuration possibilities and an lightning fast implementation. So we're going to dive right into it. Okay, so this is the Laravel website with the Laravel Pint page. And Laravel Pint is actually one of the packages that is in the ecosystem of Laravel right now. So as I mentioned before, it's built on top of the PHP CS fixer, which gives us a lot of configurability for this package. Installation is done via Composer. Composer requires Laravel Pint --dev. I'm going to run it real quick so you can see. I have already installed it, but yeah, you should get a different output here. There are some possibilities for running Pint. We need to use vendor bin Pint. You can also use an alias for that, but for now I'm going to leave it as is. We can use -v or -v to check out which files are changed, and we can also use --test to actually pretend that we're going to do the Pint thing and see which files are going to be changed when we run it for real. We have also some configuration possibilities. The current preset is Laravel, but we can also use PSR12 or something else. I think currently supported is here Laravel, PSR12 and Symfony. We can also change that in the pint.json file that we need to create to configure the Pint as we want it to be. We can also use some different rules. For example, if you want to have some things differently, like the default settings. In my opinion, the ordered imports is something that we don't need, and that's something that we're going to change later in this video. And we can also exclude folders, exclude files with some pattern, or the direct path to a file. Alright, so we're going to run vendor bin pint --test, and we can see we have a lot of ordered imports and no unused imports, and those are two things that I want to I don't want to check on. So if we're going to run it again with a -v, then we can see all the things that are changed or should be changed. For example, here you can see an ordered import. It wants the user to be imported before the Lumen console command. It wants a space in between here. It wants, let me check, have the eloquent cost attribute because we are using, oh no, it's only, it's just a different order that it wants to perform. And it wants the curly brace to start on a new line here. Alright, so we're going to create a new file. A new file called pint.json. It's actually a JSON file, and we're going to use the preset. And we could use actually PSR12 just to show, if you run this again, that we have some other things that were going to be checked, like in the migrations, new with braces and class definition. If we're going to use the -v and scroll up to those files, here you can see it actually wants to start on a new line every single time. And also PSR12 is different from the things that we are used to working with in Laravel. In Laravel we normally use it like this, just use hash API tokens, hash factory and notifiable in one line. In PSR12 the set of rules are a bit different, and it wants every use or every import on a different line. So if you set it back to Laravel and we run it again, we have less issues that are found, because yeah, it's a Laravel project. So okay, so next up we're going to add some rules. Rules. And actually in the documentation there is a link. There's a link in the documentation. Let me see once. Oh, and also have a column that I forgot. The link to the PHP CS Fixer configurator. And this is actually a handy website, and you can check for ordered imports, and ordered imports has some values that you can use, alpha or length, alphanumeric or length, and in our case I'm just going to use false for it. So I'm not going to use it actually. So we do it like this, whoops, voila, and I set it to false. And another thing I like to, just to show you guys how it works, no unused imports, also false. And if we run it again, whoops, I have an issue. Okay, the comma, there we go. If you run it again, I only have 4 styling issues found instead of 10, because yeah, I don't like the no unused imports. I don't mind. It's a minor, small thing, and it's something that in our company we don't use as a styling issue. So all right. So if we want to exclude, for example, this file or the models, we can use exclude like this. And oh, it's an array in this case, sorry. It's an array, and I want to exclude everything that is inside the models. And I think it's like this. Oh no, there's a comma here, and this comma can go, and there we go. Voila. So now the app models that we previously had here is excluded from the Pint execution. Okay, so that's actually what Laravel Pint can do for us. Well, it's very personal, so use it as you want to use it. You can configure it however you want, but it has to be consistent. Certainly if you're working with a theme, make sure every team member uses the same pint.json file, that every developer has the same experience, has the same code styling. It's very important for readability and maintainability for your projects. So, all right, so that's it for today, and see you in the next one. And like and subscribe. Bye bye.